if a hadith is considered sahih or hasan, those are the only kind of hadith that are acceptable in matters of aqidah, in matters of sharia, and so forth. Now, if a hadith is narrated or is graded as weak, there's some difference of opinion about how and when can you use that weak hadith. Some say you can use it, and they give some conditions for it. But the strongest opinion among the scholars of hadith, and the vast majority of the scholars of hadith, say if a hadith is weak, this means the preponderance of the evidence is showing us that the Prophet ﷺ did not make this statement in the way that has been narrated. So therefore they say that you should not use it, neither in aqidah or sharia or in matters of encouraging people to do good deeds or intimidating them away from evil deeds. And all of them agree that if you ever narrate a weak hadith and you know it is weak, it is obligatory upon you to point out that it is weak, or you have to narrate it in such a way, and unfortunately nowadays probably this condition doesn't, we shouldn't accept this condition anymore. Among the scholars of hadith, there used to be certain ways that you could narrate a hadith that would show to the people that you considered a weak hadith. For example, instead of saying the Prophet ﷺ said such and such, you would say that it has been narrated that the Prophet ﷺ narrated. And you would use something they call sigat al-tamrid instead of sigat al-jidb. But nowadays, if a khatib, for example, said that it has been narrated that the Prophet ﷺ said that, and even he's applying that condition, I'm sure none of you, half the people in the audience would just say, oh, that's a hadith. And so in other words, that condition may be valid among the scholars of hadith, but it doesn't work in general. Yeah.